So, top of the mountain, world. Top of the what? Top of the. I was gonna say top of the world, mother. It's a beautiful view. I just want to show you today. I'm on top of one of my favorite mountains. A little. It's not even a mountain. Sorry, it's a hill. It's a hill. Small hill, close to where I live. And sorry about the wind, guys. If you have that, I'm just gonna check in really fast today because I'm starting this crazy new adventure, earning and learning online, being a student at the same time, and that is an awesome feeling. And you know, all these possibilities we have in the world today is too much sometimes. So we really have to pick something that fits in our life and something we want to do because it is really, really underestimated how much learning and earning we can do on the go today in 2024 since the digital age has started. And I just wanted to share that thought with you today because I've actually been a student my whole life. I'm gonna go down here, so see if the wind don't catch us so much, because I want to be sharp for you. So that's something to think about. And there's a beautiful quote by Mr. Jim Rohn, which has been one of my mentors from far, far away through my journey in personal development since I was probably around 15. And he's been a mentor to, he passed away in 2009. He was a mentor to Tony Robbins, who was one of the biggest in the world. You probably heard about him. If you haven't, check him out. And he has an amazing story about Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was a silver-haired guy. He looked like a real-life Gandalf and has a lot of wisdom. And his videos are timeless on YouTube. You can find a lot of about him. And his most favorite, or my favorite quote of his, there's many, but the one is I love the most is be a student for life and work full time on your job, or while you're working full time on your job, work part time on your fortune. What does that mean to you? That's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. And that's such an important thing to have in mind because it is really what we need to do today to break free of the 9 to 5 if you want to. There's people who love their 9 to 5, and I have also loved them, those hours, but it really had to be something that I love to do. And it's mostly related to the people I was working with, the people I was collaborating with at the job or the work I had. And that made me the fulfillment at the job or the work I was doing. Then again, all the leadership might not have been so good. Then I left the job, but I was always seeking great friendships and collaboration and relationships. And being part of a student community, learning and earning as you go is actually what life is about when you think about it. That's what people remember when they get to retirement age. They think back, oh yeah, I had a great time working there and learning there, and I met that guy, or maybe you met your spouse. We don't know, but most of the time it is like that for most people. So again, sorry about the wind. I gotta sit down, see if that makes it better. I hope it's better. So yeah, I just had a quick thought about that, and I have had an amazing summer, and we had an amazing day today in the family. As I'm talking about being a student, my dear son started school today, and I was a crybaby in the morning. I was so emotional, and it was so beautiful because I'm so proud of him. And being a father, a husband, and parenting now two kids has been the greatest gift and the hardest challenge in my life. I think I had it harder before I became a father or a family man, but nothing comes close to that. And that's also why it's very important that we check in with ourselves on a regular basis and find those opportunities that's going to work for us. And squeezing in 2 hours of a work day that can make you a fortune in the future, not far away from here. Like say 3 to 6, 9, 12 months. It's all up to you how much you will put in your time when you are alone and your kids are at sleep or they're in the school and you have time for yourself. Put those 2 hours a day. And it's actually possible today because I'm doing it as we speak. And I'm so psyched and excited about that because I'm part of a new community that does not stop. And they are massive and amazing at collaborating and helping new members coming in to start earning as you're learning. And the earning becomes less all the whining or all the complaints, and because you can ask questions 24/7 because we're on a global scale, which is amazing. And I know some of you are watching, probably part of it. Um, Thank you for being there for me, all the great mentors I met here on this amazing platform called Facebook and the other ones. You know who you are, and I really, really cherish those wisdom that you give me. So this was what I want to share today. What's the other side of that? Of course, you can also be a student your whole life and not earn a dime and work your ass off as a student, but why not just do it? Being a student and having a job at the same time, because I had student jobs while I was I always had a job next to my studies, even way back in high school, because I was never fulfilled unless I had something else to go to in the evening just to switch off the learning and then earning and also collaborating with others and getting amazing friendships through my life. So that's something to think about. And if you would like to know more about what I'm doing, please comment on this video and I'll get back to you. And you can write earning for life or tell me more. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I would say one thing. I wish you all a beautiful end of your summer if you're there. It's kind of finishing here now and everybody's back to work. So that's also why it's important that the energy is very high. People are going back to work now, and I felt it on Monday. There was traffic coming on our street. It was been completely silent for a month. Interesting to see and hear. And then I feel, okay, let's get back to work. And then it's also important to check in with yourself. What am I going to be spending all that time when I'm back to my own hours? 2 to 3 hours a day. You can actually make a fortune for yourself. On top of having a job, or you're just being studying, you're studying in school now, doesn't matter. You can still do this. 2 hours a day you need to sacrifice. That means 1 hour in the morning before everybody wakes up, or if you're alone, before you wake up, or just to wake up. You're sharpest in the morning. I learned that. So my sharpest hours are between 6:30 and 9ish, because then I want my morning coffee. So start the day only with 2 glasses of water. Work hard until 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., depending on where you are. Then you can do another hour later in the day, just before your kids come home. Or if you're alone, you just do it before your brain starts to switch off around 2, 3:30. Normally that's like for me. And then maybe you can put another hour in the evening if you don't binge watch on Netflix, because that is an issue for me. Of course, I love entertainment. I'm an actor, for Christ's sake. I like watching movies, but I have to be really hard with myself at this time. I need to switch off and be disciplined. And that's another thing. That's another topic for another day. I'll share that with you next time. On top of that, I'll say thank you for always coming in and checking in my Dream Big Lives, which I really enjoy, and sharing what my wisdom has become so far in life. And if you want to connect with me, please don't hesitate. I'm here for you, and I'll tell you more. And you're willing to come in whenever you want. And I gotta thank you so much for checking in and liking my video. And with that, I will leave you. This is me, Rasmus Elton. I'm checking out. See you next week. And remember, dream big, always.